Hey guys, Mario here. So much happened this weekend, from our protests to a person driving through a crowd of people. I could not believe it when I read the headlines. I couldn't believe it when it was happening. Everyone was afraid it was me. Thank God it wasn't me. And thank God the person who was hit by the vehicle only suffered minor injuries. They are home, they are recovering, and that crazy psychopath had court today. I was there. Unfortunately, they rescheduled their appearance because they bonded out and got a new court appearance, and none of us knew, but I will be back to report on that case. It frustrates me that people who disagree with a protest for bodily autonomy would actually go so far as to try to destroy the free autonomy of those people by driving through their protest. And if it wasn't, let's say it was an accident, okay, I lost control of my vehicle, that still doesn't excuse the fact that you got out of your vehicle in the middle of the street at a red light to harass, berate, and threaten the protesters, including me. And this man ended up getting knocked back into his vehicle because he got out of his car at a red light. That's completely allowing your emotions to control your actions. He was so incensed and so upset that he couldn't just drive by and flip us off. He had to get out of his vehicle, start whooping, and then flipping us off, and then throw kicks at me. Oh no, honey, it doesn't work that way. And that's exactly the lesson that he learned. He learned that you're not going to get out of your car and attack me and not face some sort of repercussion, because I guarantee you will. There is video where you get knocked back into your vehicle, not by me, but by other people around me who say, "Don't hurt that little man with the rainbow flag." This is truly what patriotism is. It's standing up for other people, standing up for what you believe in together. Together we are stronger than we are apart. We've learned this in history. We've learned this in elementary school. We've learned this through our lives. Now, I'm going to give you guys a really cool story because some of my friends do some really cool things. A friend of mine was at the Ventura County Gun Show at the Ventura County Fairgrounds this weekend. The security had let them in with no masks. They were fine. And then all of a sudden, a couple hours later, you have to wear a mask. And the person says, "No, I'm medically exempt. I've been running around without a mask this whole time." "No, you have to wear a mask." Okay? Another patriot steps up and goes, "Hey, leave that person alone. They don't want to wear a mask. As a matter of fact, I'm not wearing one either." Now the security coat leaves and comes back with 3 more security officers and a dog to threaten these people and tell them, "You have to leave the fairgrounds. You have to wear a mask." They argued, they refused. They ended up standing in the doorway saying, "Absolutely not." Ultimately, the police were called. The police came, highway patrol, and said, "I'm sorry, security, you can't force them to wear a mask if they have a medical reason or they have a reason for them not to wear a mask. So, unfortunately, I don't care what you say. We're not going to do anything, security. You need to take a step back." Security got pissed off, but news of the altercation had already spread through the gun show, and everybody took their mask off. Vendors and attendees alike, and including vendors, walked up to security, took off their mask and threw it at their feet, said, "Nope, I'm not doing it." This is the power of working together. I will not let this man drive through a crowd of protesters and get away with it without shining light on it. I will not let a business bully people, or an event or a fairground bully people into submission who do not want it. And I can show you guys instances where groups of people stand together and say, "Absolutely not. We will not stand for it." We're seeing it in New York. We saw it with Delta. We saw it with Southwest. And I'm doing it here in my own community. I encourage you to start a coalition in your community, to start a group of friends for flag waves, making signs, little things like that, because it will grow. Our coalition in 8 weeks has grown from a team of 16 people to a team of over 250 patriots. Men, women, gays, straights, blacks, whites, Asian, immigrants. We make up the gambit, and it's beautiful. And I encourage you to start a coalition in your community, because there is nothing like finding a tribe of people who can say, "Hey, if you got to go to the courthouse, I'll go with you. If you want to speak to the board, I'll go with you. If you want to speak to the city council, we will go with you. I love you guys all. I'll talk to you guys soon. Mwah! Bye, guys.